and we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This one taken from the 7. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And right down the numbers. There he goes. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. This is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. This time Haskins will look to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's Coleman on the draw. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Alert 3, alert 3. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
50's a mark, 50's a mark. And let's get some penetration.
On second down, here's Penny. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Check.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Go. Get it. Mike 50, Mike 50. Here it comes. Set up.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check 24.
Here's Coleman on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Go! 180! Lock in. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Bravo! Ran, go! Check safety.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
At first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
58's the money. 58's the money. Go.
Now it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, a give to Penny. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Play action. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the draw play, Coleman.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. 22. Jet. Bomber. 22. Jet. Bomber. Jet.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
Mike, go.
4th down, here's Haskins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
At the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Kenny Clark in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Trubisky to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. He got 29 yards that time.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 0-1, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The Tuck roll, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's when people...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there.
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Tevin Coleman. 97 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. That's caught by Penny. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Trubisky now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Play action. It's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Trubisky. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
He's going to look deep for more. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout. making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Let's make these babies cry.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. I'm coming. Check three. Yo, motion. Hey.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Penny. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try the right side here with Penny. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They'll run it again with Penny. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Bell. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Alert! Like 50.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. He's going to wind up. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. This is Penny. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the run, it's Penny. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Penny. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. Here we go.
Again, it's Penny. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll go for it with Bell. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Run it, run it. It's a party now. It's a party now. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Rotate, spell. Leo. Hey, check 24. Watch the
Here's Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he finds Penny. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Trubisky, and he fires one incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Charlie.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Trubisky to throw again. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Point after now from Catanzaro. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Jets 17. Packers 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 40. Haskins hit, and he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Touchdown, Packers.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tevin Coleman. He scored on the ground and through the air, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now on 2nd and 16, Trubisky. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him. Mike 5-9.
Penny, a first down carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Penny. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a give to Penny. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
50 the mic, 50 the mic.
Trubisky to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Penny will try to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Watch the safety creep.
Another try for Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Penny. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory. But they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for the Jets, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it. Don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumping. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss,
boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were